Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to trains at number 127. And today we're at Swanley on the Chatham Mainline, where today we'll be seeing services from Southeastern only. Oh no, Southeastern and Thameslink to continue the Chatham Mainline series. Now, as with Farningham Road, I haven't been here in too long. This station is a gem. So is St Mary Cray, but this one is closer. Arriving in now, you had the last bit of the announcement, is 2 November 44, the 1522 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Ashford International. This will be calling at a million billion places, none of which I can remember. Yay! Only apart from Ashford International. Should be some 377s, it normally is. Who knows? Might be a 375. We'll see. Also, it's getting hot. I don't like it. Why is it this hot in October? But yeah, we'll see that as it arrives in. And now approaching, getting ready to pass through is a train. That is 375809 with 1 Papa 42, the 1525 Southeastern service from Ramsgate to London Victoria. That one will now be calling at Bromley South and London Victoria only. It is indeed 377s. 377-521 is on the front. And 377-517 is on the rear. Okay, so last weekend, when I did my Cambridge North and Ely trip, there was quite a surprise actually. 2 377s instead of 375s on my train home, which would have been a Chatham Mainline service, which is, I've never seen it before, but apparently it does happen, and no, actually, I have seen it, but I've never had the chance to go on it. But apparently, yeah, 377s on Ramsgate does happen, which is interesting. But yeah, I had a 377 on the way back, so I got a chance to sample them. Well, at least sample the Thameslink 377s. And they're nice. I really like them. They're not quite as comfortable as a 3758, and definitely nowhere near as comfortable as a 3759. But as Electrostars go, those are really high barriers to get through. But they're now off to their next stop of Eynesford. It's either Eynesford or Otford, because I know it doesn't stop at Shoreham. So, with that, we'll see what's next here at Swanley. Right, our next train is going to be 1 Sierra 46, the 1533 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Dover Priory. This will be calling at Longfield, Mepham, Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham, Rainham, Newington, Sittingbourne, Tenham, Faversham, Selling, Canterbury East, Bexbourne, Addisham, Aylsham, Snowdown, Shepherdswell, Kersney, and Dover Priory. So now we've got a couple trains that we're expecting. We're expecting 2 Alpha 44 from Canterbury West to London Victoria, and 9 Yankee 39, the 1536 Thameslink service from London Blackfriars to Sevenoaks, which is the 2 trains an hour, which is a train that makes up the 2 trains an hour service that calls at bat and ball. Which, fun fact, when I first heard it, I initially thought Agarth Hall. Don't ask. Oh, it's the Canterbury's here now. So there you go, to Alpha 44 calls. Oh, hang on. (375-705) heads off on the Dover. Bit late on that. Oh, they sound really nice going over that junction. GTR 44 is arriving now, calling at St Mary Cray, Bromley South and London Victoria. Oh my, it's been a day for the phase ones. So, we'll get what that's formed of as it departs. Okay, arriving in now is 9 Yankee 39, the 1536 Southeastern Thameslink service from London Blackfriars to Sevenoaks, as be calling at Eynesford, Otford, Shoreham, Baton Ball and Sevenoaks. Formed of 700-024. The Canterbury is 375-627. And there's 700-024. I just realised how short the 8-car 700s actually are. And that's now departing off to its next stop of Eynesford. Passing through now is something. Mine's very short. 77, it's 67, not 77. 027 and 024 with a masked head code 115 Quebec, 1539 Pullman thing from Gillingham to London Victoria. And now arriving in is 9 Yankee 40, the 1541 Thameslink service from Sevenoaks to London Blackfriars. This is a very slow service. All stations on the Catford Loop, it actually hurts hearing the announcement. But it's 700-034. Those 700s are really pretty. And the Blackfriars train is now departing off to its next stop of St Mary Cray. Really sunny out. Not gonna lie, I don't like the angle the station's at. Oh well. As that heads off to its next stop of St Mary Cray, we'll see what's next here at Swanley. Did you hear that? This train is currently between St Mary Cray and Swanley. That's new. I don't know which other networks have it, but I know Southeastern Network has. It's quite nice, actually. I like knowing where a train is. But as you heard there, quite rightly, next train is going to be to November 46, the 50 and 50 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Canterbury West. Calling at a bunch of places. Something funny I found, I heard during the announcement, Chatham and Chatham can only hold 4 coaches of this 8-car train. If that's the case, I actually wonder why Southeastern don't just drop the 4 off at Ashford International. That would just be so much nicer. Drop the 4 off at Ashford International, send them to Dover on ECS, and you can strengthen a Southeastern mainline service. Done. It's now arriving in. Right, so hey. That is formed of 377510 and 518. Right, after this departs, we are due... Oh shoot, I can't see it. 1 Papa 44, the 1555 Southeastern service from Dover Priory to London Victoria. And then, shortly after that, we're due... Can't see it. Sunlight. 1 Sierra 48, the 1603 service from London Victoria to Ramsgate and Dover Priory. They will both be passing. But there goes the Canterbury West service. The further stations between Otford and Ashford can only take 6 coaches. So running 8 still fine, I think. But then the last, Chatham and Chatham can only take 4, so why don't they just uncouple the rear 4 at Ashford unless that bit is really busy? I don't know, but there you go. That's off to its next stop of Otford. Dover service is now passing. That is 375603. Okay, so we got some stuff happening. Arriving in now, jeez, I'm really stuffy for some reason. But arriving in now is going to be 2 Alpha 46, the 1605 Southeastern service from Ashford International to London Victoria, and 9 Yankee 41, the 1606 Southeastern Thameslink service from London Blackfriars to Sevenoaks. Dear me. Stand this way. Because the Southeastern service is likely 4 coaches, which means we won't see it. We won't be able to get the number until it departs anyway. But the Thameslink service we'll get now, basically. And here is the 700 on the Thameslink service. We'll be calling at Eynesford, Shoreham, Otford, Baton Ball and Sevenoaks. Thameslink service is formed of 700 011. 700/011 on the Sevenoaks. Oh, no, it's 8. And on the Ashford, on the front of the Ashford, it's 377505. Okay, so that was 375802 and 810. Showing up, confusing me. 1048, 1603 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Ramsgate and Dover Priory. Also departing now is 377505. And 377506. With 2 Alpha 46, the 1605 Southeastern service from Ashford International to London Victoria, calling at St Mary Cray, Bromley South and London Victoria. And getting ready to depart there is 700/011. On 9 Yankee 41, the 1606 Southeastern service from London Blackfriars to Sevenoaks, calling at Eynesford, Shoreham, Otford, Baton Ball, Sevenoaks, and London, and Sevenoaks. And with that, we'll see us next here at Swanley. And now arriving in is 9 Yankee 42, the 1611 Southeast Thameslink service from Sevenoaks to London Blackfriars. We are now also waiting on 2 Kilo 44, the 1615 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Gillingham. 700/022 on the Thameslink, looking absolutely gorgeous. Thameslink are really doing a good job on keeping those 700s clean. Now, I mean, you remember some of my videos. Oh, there was so much dirt on them. Like from where the front wheels had kicked up dirt, and from the air conditioning as well. Now that's just not there anymore. It's great. The 700s, they're absolutely amazing and clean. They need to be kept this way. And that's now departing off to its next stop opposite Mary Cray. Yeah, no, this one has been recently cleaned. Better see inside if it's a new delivery, because the new ones have tables. But I couldn't see, so yeah. I still have yet to go on the later batch 700 with the airline tables. And yes, they finally got fitted. But yeah, that might be a second batch, never know. And now arriving in is 2 Kilo 44, the 1615 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Gillingham, calling at Farningham Road, Longfield, Mepham, Farningham Road, Longfield, Mepham, Sol Street, Rochester, Chatham, and Gillingham. No idea what's on the front. And it's 466031 on the back. Oh my god, slow down. Okay, that's fine actually, that's a decent stop. And the Gillingham service is now departing. Arriving in somewhere is 2 Kilo 52, the 1617 Southeastern service from Dover Priory to London Victoria. This is the last Dover Priory to London stopper of the day, I think. Because after peak time, it's all the Gillinghams. Which is certainly an interesting way of doing things. I'd have much rather that the Dovers continue, just more carriages on them. And 465s. For peak time, but there you go. Southeastern is Southeastern. And it is nice having Electrostars on those, however busy they must get at St Mary Cray. And it's now arriving in. On the front is 375611, and we'll get the rear as it departs. And is now ready to depart off to its next stop of St Mary Cray. Goes 375611 and 375302 off to London Victoria. Their next stop being St Mary Cray. So, there's the first announcement for our next train, the 2 November 48, the 1622 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Ashford International. And now approaching, getting ready to pass by, will be 1 Papa 46, the 1625 Southeastern service from Ramsgate to London Victoria. We'll see when that passes, or when the Ashford arrives. That is 375A14. And now arriving in is the Ashford service. It's 377520 on the front. And 377514 on the rear. I do like those 377s. Look, there has to be a bigger difference. Like, what that makes the 377 look so much better than the 375s. I mean, looking at now, it's obviously the lighter Thameslink blue that they just rebranded over. Or the black light surrounds, rather than just continuing the yellow right down through to the light. Either way, they look better than 375s. And we are now, and it is now departing off to its next stop of Otford, I think. Yeah, Otford. So with that, we'll see what's next here. That's Swanley. Okay, this might be episode 126 of Trains Out, actually. Because I've just remembered one of my clips from Cambridge, I think, on the most recent trip, got corrupted when I copied it over to my over to my USB drive, because I didn't let it copy over long enough and I injected it before. Yeah, you know how it goes. Bad timing leads to losing a video file. So yeah, so this might be 126. We'll see. Getting ready to pass by in a couple minutes. There'll be one CR50, the 1633 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Dover Priory and Ramsgate. I.e. this train will split at Faversham. This one also doesn't stop at Longfield or Mepham. We also have 2 Alpha 48, the 1635 Southeastern service from Canterbury West to London Victoria, and 9 Yankee 43, the 1936 Thameslink service from London Blackfriars to Sevenoaks, doing their things nearby. So yeah, we'll see what happens next here. I'm actually going to keep it going. Yeah, me. I've got a cold. This is just something I get around this time of year. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the weather changing. Not sure. Okay, yeah, no, I will come back when it comes around the bend. Second around the corner now is the Thameslink. For some reason the brakes are on really hard. For some reason it's doing 20 miles an hour. That is 700,037. And 2 Alpha 48 from Canterbury West to London Victoria is also arriving in. Still no sign of the 6033 to Ramsgate and Dover. But on the front of the Canterbury is 375804. And those 375s are looking really dirty. Canterbury departing at 700,037 to Sevenoaks. And 35804 should be departing now on the Canterbury to London and Victoria train. On the rear is 375605. Ramsgate and Dover is 375809 and 624. That would be 624 on the Dover half. And now arriving in is 9 Yankee 44, the 1641 Southeastern service from Sevenoaks to London Blackfriars. It is formed of 700,024. So with that, we'll also is next here at Swanley. And 700,024 is now departing after its next stop of St Mary Cray. And there goes 700,024 off to its next stop of St Mary Cray on its route to London Blackfriars. And now arriving is the Victoria to Gillingham train. It's 465903. Oh, some wheel flats on that, jeez. And with that, we'll see what's next here at Swanley. And Gillingham train is now departing all the way down there. And also what's next here at Swanley on the Chatham Mainline. And arriving soon should be 2 November 50, the 1650 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Ashford International. If we go this way. And then after this, we've got passes 1655, 1655, and 1703, and that's when I'll end the video. If one follows. I presume one does. So it's on its way. And the Ashford train is now arriving in. Oh my god, yawning. And the Ashford train is now arriving in. There we go. The other swarmed off as it comes past. It is 377515 on the front. And 377163 on the rear. Still with the Southern Pride logos. See that? The rainbow on the logo, Southern Pride. That's nice. That's a nice surprise for that to show up. Now, if I can get my camera out quick enough, I can have that as my thumbnail. So I won't pause the video because that will take time. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay. There's plenty of samples for my thumbnail. I'll just pick the best one. I think they're all basically the same. But that should now be leaving off to its next stop of Otford. There we go. Right, so now we've got 3 passing trains, and we will end the video there. And now, our 3 passing trains, they're not necessarily now approaching, but they probably are going to be 1 Papa 48, the 1655 Southeastern service from Dover Priory to London Victoria, 1 Golf 85, the 1655 Southeastern service from London Cannon Street to Dover Priory, and 1 Sierra 52, the 1703 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Ramsgate. Right, so we're expecting the Dover London and London Dover right now. In fact, here's the Dover London. That's 375826. Now, the London Dover should be coming now. Dear me. In fact, here it is. At 35830 and 715. On 1 Golf 85 from London Cannon Street to Dover Priory. So now we wait just under 10 minutes for 1 Sierra 52 from Victoria to Ramsgate. So now approaching should be our final train of the day, 1 Sierra 52, the 1703 Southeastern service from London Victoria to Ramsgate. Right, so I guess as we wait for the Ramsgate train to approach, I'm going to do my outro now. So, if you have enjoyed what you've seen here from Swanley, I will see you in episode 127 or 128 of Trains At from Centenary. So, See you at St Mary Cray. Goodbye. And 807. Right, I'll see you in episode 120 something. It's either 7 or 8 on trains at St Mary Cray. See you at St Mary Cray. Goodbye.